Oh, we have sound now? We do have sound? Oh, fantastic. That is such great news. I don't know what I did. I just started mashing buttons and it seems to have done something. Because obviously the normal things that you would think to do didn't work. So I just started mashing buttons and apparently it did something.
Looks like you know how the sound worked out. Nice.
I don't even know what I did. I tried all the normal stuff and nothing worked, so I just started mashing buttons and suddenly it worked.
Dude, at least your cam weren't claiming your camera was broken all day, but it was fine. You were sending the wrong button.
Rip. So does that southern storm look like I should start heading down towards that one? Because this one's starting to look kind of garbage and all clustered.
You could go, I don't know if you could go over toward Juneau and go through like Beaver Dam. You might be able to cut it off. It's just moving pretty quick. It looks great. It's moving fast. I feel like it's not, I mean, I know it's surface based, but I just feel like it's not quite like, rooted almost, if that makes sense. It's like it's not, it's almost like it's outrunning its own environment or something here. It's really weird. Like it's got the look and it's been, given the environment, it should be doing better. It's overcome that 10 dew point spread. It's quite low.
Alright, I might start heading towards like Waupun or something if it's heading that quick.
Yeah. It's going yeah. LCLs in this general area are about like 1,000, so it's doable.
Alright guys, I am really sorry that we didn't have sound there for an extended period of time, but I couldn't try to do anything to fix it because I was trying not to get hit by a potential tornado on the ground. There is some standing water. But I take it you guys saw that absolutely massive wall cloud. There's an absolute deluge of rain right now.
Channel 1.
Okay, they did tornado warn that storm to the south of Columbus, and east of Sun Prairie. Phew, alright. Finally out of a little bit of the heavier rain for the moment. It looks like that won't last, but at least I can hear myself think for a minute. That tornado one to the south is really wrapping up. I can show you guys here quick. So here's the main area of circulation here, just west southwest of Lowell, and it's moving to the northeast, kind of towards Juneau and Mayville. I'm just trying to see what I have for road options. Because I was going to go over to Waupun. I'll put you guys back on the camera while I figure this out. Go over to Waupun. Okay, there's an east option. I could keep going east on 49. But just southeast of Waupun is a marsh that I cannot get over towards like Lamira to intercept this, which isn't ideal. Actually, that might actually be perfect. We'll wait. Guess we'll wait and see how this ends up.
Look a little bit better. It looks like it's developing, it's organizing a bit. Right, the circulation right now is right over Reeseville.
Yeah, I think the walkout is slowly spinning, but it's so hard to tell when you're actually moving in the car, but I think this entire math is spinning.
Yeah, I believe it.
got a little bit of hail. It's fairly small. Lowering up ahead. I think there's actually two separate lowerings. But so right now I'm facing southeast. Yeah, this is the much weaker of the two areas of circulation, which is why there's not like a well-defined wall cloud in front of us. It's kind of all wispy. However, I do see slight rotation in those clouds. It's hard to tell while moving, but there is some spin. Actually, guys, stand by for just a moment. might be the main area of circulation. Let me confirm. I was in a signal dead zone on my laptop, so I couldn't get any updated velocity scans. Gonna pull off here and just take a look behind me to see. Yeah, there's really nothing of interest in that area that we just went through. I think that right there in front of us right now is going to be the main area of interest. So I will pan the camera to the right. Oh yeah, that's definitely the area of interest over there. It's not very impressive on velocities at the moment, but that's a fairly stout looking wall cloud, so we have to give it some respect.
Has the clip
That looks like it's going to fall apart quite a bit. Based on this, it looks like it would almost be like behind us and to the right. Let me just pan the camera there to make sure we're not missing something obvious.
He's good. He's just driving along.
be near you.
Interesting.
Dude, yeah, I don't see anything like that, but I don't know, but they could be ahead of me.
But we're actually in an amazing position right now with road networks and everything and positioning. So we're in a really good spot for this storm. I'll be turning in a moment. And a half mile, it looks like, is where the turn is. Okay, it's... Okay, I think I see the area of interest. Hold tight, folks. We will have that on camera momentarily.
So you may come up on that once you get out of the rain.
Copy that. I'll have to look at reflectivity and radar to see where I'd be looking.
Over there at basically, 151 and 26. 26 meets 151 between Waupun and Beaver Dam, so I'd be off to the east.
Off to the east, not off to my north by Manchester.
No, it's for my storm down here. I mean, there's photo evidence and everything. It's like rain wrapped. It's not where it should be. But I'm talking about the one. I didn't know if you were sticking with that one. I'm talking about the one I thought you were going to, which is the Beaver Dam one.
Oh, copy that. I'm still en route to that one. I actually haven't had to detour at all, but I just so happen to be getting a good view of the tornado warning storm as well.
Yeah, 151 and 26 come together at that fourth, just like a couple miles south of Waupun.
Sorry, guys.
I got an ex-girlfriend from a long time ago that lives at that intersection, and
I completely forgot to turn the camera. I got distracted on the radio.
I was gonna say, if it was gonna drop one, it would be a hell of a place to drop one, but that was really mean. She wasn't very nice.
Hope.
I'm gonna weasel my way over to 16.
We could have what might be a couplet forming by Juno. I need a couple more scans to make sure, but it definitely looks interesting.
Yeah, copy that. I wouldn't, that could be the same location at wall cloud report, because sometimes people call this stuff in, they say where they're at.
What we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep looking at this storm as we go, but we're gonna abandon this northern storm and go to the southern one, because that one looks a lot better and a lot healthier. And that one looks like if it wraps up, it could, given the area it's in, it could cause some issues. Oh yeah, wow, here's a look at what it looks like on radar. We've got this area right by Juno that has a very pronounced hook in reflectivity and a probable couplet on velocities. So that definitely...
Okay, yeah, new scan came in. We definitely have a debris signature just northeast of Juno.
Okay, so it's now confirmed on the ground with a...
Oh shit, okay.
Radar
So
confirmed.
maybe get up there to DC Highway 60, it goes east to Hertzford or something? Maybe that would be a good option for me here, 26 north to 60 and east.
Yeah, that looks good.
Copy that.
I have current location and GPS set to Lamira. So we're going to be heading towards Lamira for this storm because it looks like it could go on for a while given the environment and there's really not anything impeding it.
Yeah, that Juno circulation does have a solid CC drop.
Copy that. Anybody want to Google Juno, like ham radio, Skywarn, something like that? See if we can find there's a repeater up here. It's like 146 something. I don't know what it is.
146.640 EL 123.
Alright, I had 940. Got it.
So, as I said, my current trajectory is towards Lamira, but if we get any reports of damage or anything down there, let me know and I'll fly south and help out there.
Copy, I got the repeater.
So if you are near northeast of Juneau, Wisconsin, close to Horicon, Mayville, any of those areas, you need to be taking your shelter now because there is a confirmed tornado on the ground with radar confirmed debris in the air. So we are currently en route to there, to Lamira, to intercept that storm further to the east, unless Vince tells me that he hears any reports of damage or anything, and then we'll head south towards Juneau and those other towns to see what we can do to help out. But if it continues on the ground for a while, it could impact other towns further downstream. So if you're downstream of this...
Stand by, we're getting reports of houses hit.
Okay, standing by.
Alright, so there have been houses hit by this tornado. It's coming across the radio right now, up by Juneau there, so this is definitely doing damage still.
Copy that. Okay, so we're likely going to detour down south towards Juneau. What other towns are down there? Juneau, Horicon, Mayville, that area. So as I was saying before the radio went off, if you're downstream of this warning, even if you're not in the polygon right now, pay extra attention to this storm because it likely is still producing a tornado, and the current speed of it is stand by, northeast at 35 miles an hour, 35 miles per hour. It's also rated for tennis ball sized hail, so this is definitely not a storm to mess around with.
Able to help me track where the CC, even if it's not there where it was going, is it moving due northeast or is it starting to move a little east now?
It's still due northeast. As soon as I get another scan, and I'll let you know, but it's going to go right pretty much through Horicon.
Okay, so maybe I'll go to Hustisford and then due north, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like you go north on P. side of Horicon. It's right now on the east side of Horicon.
Copy. I will be heading south out of Waupun.
Is this thing still down?
Yeah, as of the last scan, we have a robust debris signature. The couplet isn't very strong, but I would treat this as down still.
Be that. I'm trying to get through here. Are we 2-inch hail?
Yeah, where you got 2-inch hail, yeah, so.
Frequency mode. 4, 3, 9, 5, 5, 0.
You got a storm speed on this?
Yeah, still 35 miles an hour.
Long cloud forming above Highway 60. I'm getting reports of. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I don't know if there's something forming on the south side now or not.
The latest scan showing a fallout pattern. The trees spread out. Looks like it may be lifting, but I'll question it.
Yeah, I think it was an ambulance I just passed back there. So I don't know if that's legit or not. I can't see behind me.
Okay, so we are currently en route to Juneau area, Juneau, Wisconsin. Perfect. Little shortcut. Any little bit of time saved helps. Probably only saves us like a minute, but a minute is a long time in this kind of situation.
If you guys can listen to my stream, they just paged out a fire department somewhere. I didn't catch it. Can you just let me know where send him to. I think it was a trailer park.
One, two, good, clear. Here we go.
The exact address, but it was on Trailview Court.
But yeah, I'm just trying to like find these things on a map and trying to like map out where this thing might have been down at.
Copy 196 Trailview Court in your GPS.
I'll keep a close eye on this. It looks like it's not that far away. It's up to the north here, and then it's like straight back west on County S. Sam. So it looks like it was just due flat between Juneau and like this Iron Ridge on the map up here. Maybe.
What do you mean this road is
looks like maybe right around
closed?
County S. So it looks like we've got probably a pretty obvious damage path, I would assume.
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, that checks out with what I'm seeing on radar.
How closed is closed? Gosh dang it.
I think Mayville just got hit.
Son.
Oh, it did. We have a new debris signature, is what I was about to say. It's down on the ground in Mayville.
Okay, well, we're gonna
En route to
see
Mayville.
just how
There's not going to be much fire response up there. They just did a mutual aid box for everybody.
we're gonna see
basically
how
up there
close
to
this
come
road
down to
actually
Juneau.
is.
So I imagine they're going to have to cancel the box and send everybody back up that way, but there's not going to be much for mutual aid up there because they're already coming to Juneau. And in fact, they might have, I hope nobody broke the path. I'm going to just go north on 67. That'll keep us in play for it.
Yeah, this
Copy.
This is a
Has-
extenuating circumstance. If the road isn't closed, we're taking it. Because we've got houses that are hit, trailer parks that are hit, so we're just getting there.
I'm going to disregard the hail risk right now. I just don't see a whole lot of signs of hail in the thing. I mean, I'm sure it's capable of it, but they tend to overdo the hail. AX tends to overdo the hail on these lots. I'm not too concerned about it. But I think it's crazy. Just trying to deal with it at this point.
Yeah, copy. I agree with that.
Okay, there's no trains coming, we're clear to proceed.
Okay, they're also saying, I forgot to relay, maybe for Aiden's sake, coming into the area, there's significant issues with cell phone reception apparently due to the storm, so we may be having issues up here unrelated. Aiden, if you're monitoring, if the radio goes down, I got 439, 750 on still.
Copy that. 439-750.
up, I'm concerned that, or for water flow alarms, I'm concerned those could be buildings that got smoked, hence the water flow. So I'll let you guys know if they respond to that. And given we're going to start seeing reports out of there soon or not.
So as of now, they have units dispatched to Juneau and Horicon, correct? So because I'll have to go through Horicon to get to Mayville. Just wondering if I stop there or continue to Mayville.
They have a box open, so they're doing mutual aid to Horicon, Juneau area. And I was under the understanding that their box alarm was supposed to pull people from Mayville as well, but I don't know if that happened or not. But Juneau should be good. They had a full response with mutual aid coming in. That's why I'm going up to Mayville. Because they're pretty much up there.
Copy, en route to Mayville.
26 is impassable in Juneau at Main Street, which is, I guess, in center of Juneau. They're saying just debris everywhere. I'm a little bit concerned that we're about to come up on a bad situation up here given that debris signature. If I go dark or anything, we're losing cell. I've already lost AT&T and T-Mobile. Verizon's hanging in there and Starlink, but I'm not going to have a whole lot of comms.
Okay.
For your information, Hayden, I think you said you were going through Horicon. County E. Edward near Horicon has a bunch of trees down and stuff. I don't think that's your route. I think that's the road parallel, though.
Copy that. E. Edward has trees down on it, impassable. So that's the route.
Data scan showing a weak debris signature about a mile north from Teresa. We still have a bit of a couplet, but it looks to be a little bit weaker than the previous scan.
Okay. E. Edward impassable. And that's what Google Maps tell me to do. Okay, so we'll have to take this other route.
That report in the chat about the high school is legitimate. I'm getting messages on my phone. I'm part of a MAVIS team in the state for severe weather response. The division chief or whatever is talking about. And I'm getting messages to ask to confirm some of this stuff. So I believe, but I believe the high school report is legit. I won't repeat it until I know for sure, but I think that is legit.
Okay, I'll be looking for any more information on that one.
You just said it was hit, but there ain't much in Mayville. I think I know where the high school is. It's like four roads and a stop sign. Alright, tornado damage, maybe, or straight line of wind. I got a bunch of trees a tornado. We got tornado damage here in town. It looks like it could be moderate. I'm gonna check with EMS here.
Copy.
Okay, here we go. Continuing. Just, excuse me. We just passed through Burnett.
Yeah, there's definitely some storm damage here. EMS is just sitting in their truck.
Excuse me.
I do have some minor buildings. Well, I wouldn't say minor, but there's basically garage, like stuff that's not well built that's destroyed here.
Copy on the structural damage south of Mayville.
247 is an address. It's got significant damage as well. It's not really that important, but the road is passable through here. EMS is just sitting in their truck, not doing a goddamn thing, so I'm gonna go check up here. I don't see any response here at all, other than these people sitting on their butt.
Okay, I see what could be a new couplet forming and possibly the use of a re-signature about a mile south of Lomira. So it looks like it's going to
Copy. Pending any storm damage in the road, I'm about 10 to 15 minutes out.
I'm probably gonna stick in town here. I just now saw a fire truck. There's no response. Never mind, it's an ambulance. There's no response in this town whatsoever. Nobody driving around, no nothing.
Stand by. There's tree damage in the road here. Just checking to make sure that this house to the right is okay. House appears intact. Continuing.
Highway, Horicon Street at 67, Horicon Street at 67. There's 4 houses with zero windshield, or zero windows left in them, all blown out. There's a bunch of building debris, but I don't know where any of the building debris came from, so I'm gonna try to find if there's something worse farther up to the west. It actually looks like west of here it may be worse. Hold on, there might actually be an entire building straight down there. I'll go check that. I'm just not seeing any people out and about here.
For whatever reason, I have to cut the stream for anything. I'm just gonna have to cut. I don't know if I'll be able to cut the stream that quickly, so I'll just have to flip it to radar and just keep it on radar. So if the picture goes from video feed to radar, it's because there's stuff that I'm not gonna show on camera, or the potential to show on camera.
probably where all the fire department just took off to.
What was that?
Not for you, something else. I just, oh wait. Stand by here. This, I might have just found something significant. I can't tell though. I'm at Degner, David Edward George, Nora Edward Robert, and Rudisburg, R-U-E, or Robert Union Edward, David Edward Boyce, Union Sam Charles Henry, however the hell you say that. We might have significant damage over here. It looks like there's a part of a roof up in a tree. I'm trying to get to it. Disregard on the roof. That's a very large tarp. I just cut the camera for a second because I gotta beep it through somebody's yard. I got no choice. Copy.
We've got tree debris in the road here. Looks like power
the
is
heaviest precip
out.
that should begin lightening up shortly.
I made a pass through that south quadrant of town. It's like Highway 28 that goes east-west Clark Street all the way down to basically the south side of town here. There's, I would say, moderate damage, but I don't see anything that's damaged enough where I'd be concerned or anybody in distress or anything. So I'm going to start making my way back up toward the town.
Copy, understood.
Do we know anything about any blockages on Highway 28 that goes into the west side of Mayville?
I don't, but I think you'll be okay taking that road.
Copy, then I'll probably do that.
I haven't seen anything to indicate that.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I think you're all right. It looks like this damage, I think the tornado might have came from the southwest, I think between 28 and 67 by what I'm gathering. And hang on, guys. I'm going to be out of the car. We've got major damage up here. At least there's just trees everywhere. I'll be out of the car on this one. I better check this. We better do our due diligence on this one.
Copy, and yeah, just confirming most of the damage will be east of 28.
Hey guys, we really need to keep moving. Like, this is not a situation that we need to mess around with.
Copy on portable.
What?
I copy you.
Thank you.
Grab the EMS bag and take a walk here, just in case. There's no response at all here.
Understood.
This person in front of us gets the hint. I think they're doing the exact same thing we're doing.
Car is at the corner of Jansen and Midland.
Copy Jansen and Midland.
Yeah, it's probably not pertinent, but I'm walking north from the car.
Copy you.
Got some standing water in the road.
Alright, we're done after this, right? I don't have a hail core coming. I can't see to my west. Sorry, I didn't look before I got out of the car.
Nope, you're all clear. You should be right here any minute now.
Alright, I made it to...
Everyone okay?
Which is the
Okay.
next one to the north. Everybody's alright over here. Somebody's
Yeah.
yelling.
Copy your route
But everyone there is okay. Can anyone check to see if there are any houses on Bayview Road, which is a road that connects 28 to that other road just south of it?
Yeah, it looks like there are a few structures down there.
Copy. I'll have to try to approach from the south if it's available because there were power lines across the road.
I think that would be on the western fringe is where this would have gone through. There might be some maybe lighter, I think in that some of the east of
Copy that.
Their lack of response is apparently due to the pea-sized hail falling. So we're going to continue to check, I guess. I had just talked to him, that's why I say that. It's like, okay, whatever. I guess I'll just keep walking. Alright, I'm coming back on Jansen or whatever this is that the car's on. I talked to somebody up there, they're okay. There's a lot of damage. Minor building damage, pretty significant tree damage though. Garages and other things that aren't very well built are pretty much destroyed though. But everybody's coming out of the basements here and don't have any immediate need for assistance yet.
Copy. Well, that's a good sign.
Hey Aiden, sorry to bombard you. How far away are you?
I am in Mayville. I am about 1,000 yards north of your auto location.
Alright. The only way I was able to get here was to literally drive through a baseball field, so, or whatever that was, so I don't know if you'll be able to get in.
I got a Buick Encore. Heck yeah.
From the car. I'm at the car now. From what I was told by EMS, I guess they weren't allowed to get out of the car because of the non-existent hail. But they appreciate if somebody would check these homes. Apparently that's us, I guess.
Okay, stand by. Fire department is pulling out of the fire station now. There's like 4 fire trucks all pulling out. I'm gonna see where they go.
Oh yeah, you're just a spit away from me. Guys, I'm gonna walk to the west here and check behind the damaged homes.
Looks like they're finally starting their response.
Well, it wasn't them, it was the private service. I'm just like, okay. Except from what the one guy told me, who's off duty, told me that it's going to be hard for any of the fire department people to get to the fire department because their houses are all screwed up. So, I guess that's reasonable.
Fair enough.
There's a garage out here at Sites, S-E-I-T-Z Avenue, Fifth Site, and right. Midland Avenue, like Midland, Texas. Garage blown completely off the foundation. I am at the side of Midland. They go north on Midland. It's going to be toward the fire department. If you're watching that killer truck come out of there, Aiden, I can see that from here. Fire's up here now on site. They just rolled up here, so I'm going to go back. That's right. For the more damage there is, but there's no response.
Copy that. Okay, are they going to keep going or not? I hate to say it, but they're taking their sweet time. I'm sure they're doing something. They're like probably talking to these people, but
No problem. I got access here as the guy just walked me through his yard here to get around the power line. I'm going west. I'll give you the road name in a minute. There's no connecting road. So, I don't know, Aiden,
we might not even run into each other until this is over at this rate. But I have basically where my car is, two roads west of my car has been checked.
Copy. I'm north of the crossroad north of your vehicle.
Copy. This is Degner, David Edward George Nor Edward Robert. Alright, so this is probably as far west as the bad stuff gets. Talked to the person at 443 Degner, and they're okay up to here. They've checked behind them as well. So probably don't need to go any farther west, but 435 Degner. Looks like right by a manufacturing facility or something is the one with the garage just blown off the foundation. And then the road is First and Degner. There's lines down, but they're cable lines, not power lines. If you do come through here.
Copy that.
Alright, we're clear on Degner.
Copy that.
I'm gonna walk south on Degner, as far south as I can go, and then from behind my car. I think this sector should be good now, as far as I'm concerned. Just talk to somebody else who checked down the other way. So I'm assuming this sector is okay, I guess. So I'm probably gonna head to the car.
Copy.
Alright, they gotta... Hold on a minute. I thought it was somebody else on the street yelling for help. We're good. Aiden, we're about for you. I'll meet up with you around.
Everything good up here?
Yeah, you can't get through past the truck.
Okay,
Turn around.
Yeah, just want to make sure everyone was okay over here.
Thank you.
Stand by. Just trying to find a way to get down towards your current location. Fire trucks are blocking every north-south road because there's a tree blocking half the road, but then they use the truck and block the full road.
They should line you around. Alright, I'm pulling up the map right now. Oh yeah, you will not get through if you're driving south. You will not get through on there. I can tell you that right now. You would have to go. You passed Horicon Street. You would have to go west on Horicon Street, go to Walnut Street, or South Clark Street, come across from that direction. But I actually just pinged Radar Omega with my current location where I'm walking. So that should be pinging from my phone. But I'm gonna try to get back to the car. FYI.
Copy.
Wanted to let you know so you knew that that wasn't necessarily where the car was.
Yeah, you're ping just a little south of 3rd and Degner.
I mean, 4th and Degner now. Yeah, this is yeah, this would have been I think where I had to go through the ballpark. So regardless, I will come find you at some point here.
Copy that.
Feel like getting the chainsaw out, they might take some help. So I don't know if you want to stick around much or not, but I will. I might not be able to get my car out of here. So we got these streets. I think somebody got stuck going around that other one.
Copy that. I got my chainsaw and it's fueled up.
What I've seen, I can't rate this obviously, but I would assume this is like strong EF1. I guess. I mean, this is pretty significant back here.
Yeah, that I would agree just from what I've seen on the stream.
And I've lost my car. I'm trying to find it, but I'm gonna go ahead and show that just mark this as complete at this point. So I hear a bunch of sirens coming into town, so they're gonna be all right. Aiden, are you still on Degner?
I don't know where I am. Stand by. I need to look at the map.
Copy that, because I might be just over the stop sign from you if you haven't moved.
Yeah, I'm at the corner of Degner and Rudabush.
Copy. That's where I'm going to be here in
Copy that. Alright guys, so I'm probably gonna cut the stream here because there's really,
I'm walking up behind you.
because there's nothing else going on other than helping with some cleanup stuff. So I'm gonna cut the stream off because I'm gonna be leaving the vehicle and there's no point in leaving the stream running. So we will be live again tomorrow with the moderate risk, but until then, I'll see you next